All right, that ends the practice match 1 here at Bardeen League Meet 2. Score results going to come in soon, and then we'll be queuing up for practice match number 2. Practice match 1 results are in, and it goes to the Blue Lions. All right, so we need teams queued up for practice match number 2 to come onto the field. It's working. All right, Bardeen League Meet 2 practice not yet. All right, Bardeen League Meet 2 practice match number 2 is ready to begin in 3, 2, 1, go.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
Bardeen practice match 2 results are in. Goes to the Blue Alliance 179 to 163. All right, Bardeen practice match 3 of 3 before we begin qualifications in my yapping. This match begins in 3, 2, 1, go!
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
Okay, so the match results for 3 are in, and it goes to the Red Lions, 100-90. All right. All right, so that's your last practice match, and then soon we're going to begin qualification and the madness that is me. This Bardeen League Meet 2 is streamed live at ftcwa.live/Bardeen. This Bardeen League Meet 2 is streamed live on YouTube at ftcwa.live/Bardeen. So if you have anyone remotely who wants to watch this league meet from where they have Wi-Fi, ftcwa.live/Bardeen. If you participate in practice match number 1, the queuer is going to come after you. So come onto the field. So the queuer is going to come after you if you're going to be up for qualification match number 1. If you're participating in qualification match number 1, we need you on the field. So that is 18,693, 22,152, 77,59, and 25,531. Again, teams participating in qualification match number 1 are 18,693, 22,152, 77,59, and 25,531. You are participating in qualification match number 1. Please come onto the field. All right, well, 4 robots are in the field, so let's introduce them. I was here 2 weeks ago at Bardeen League Meet 1, so I don't need to introduce myself, except I'm one of the 3 Kevins in the building, so guess which Kevin I am of the 3. So we're going to start by introducing your teams on the Red Alliance, starting with 18693. They're sponsored by the Boeing Company, Microsoft, Washington State University, and Snohomish County Parks and Recreation. They're worth 4-H in Snohomish, Washington. Since 2020, it's 4-H Botsmith. They're joined by their Red Alliance partner, 22152. They're from Cedar Crest High School in Duval. Since 2022, it's Smelt. Over on the Blue Alliance side of the field, it's 7759. They're from Cedar Crest High School in Duval. Since 2013, it's Autonomous Prime. And finally, they're joined by 25531, a family community team from Mercer Island. Since 2024, their first year, it's Lo-Fi. All right, so 2 weeks ago, I messed up the start of the match by saying crescendo. So let's begin this match correctly this time. Drivers, your match begins in 3, 2, 1, go! And go, I said it worked this time, and already we have 2 robots parked, one for each lane that counts for 3 points. One of the robots, Autonomous Prime, doing their autonomous things by putting one neutral sample and putting an imaginary neutral sample into their blue high basket. It counts for 8. Now they have a real sample this time. It's about to go in there. And they're going to drop it. Nope, it's actually imaginary this time.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
That concludes your 30 seconds of pre-programmed robot instructions. And now the 2 minutes remaining we have are 2 minutes of driver control using knockoff Xbox controllers. So far we have not much going on, but over there on the red line, it's one of the red robots, Botsmith, putting a neutral sample into their red high basket. It counts for 8. And there's their alliance partner, Smelt, also pushing over some neutral samples into their red net zone. Those will each count for 2, as we see 1, 2, now a third. Now their alliance partner, Botsmith, coming in for another high basket attempt into the red high basket with a red sample. It goes in. Over on the blue line side of the field, one of the robots, Lo-Fi, having put 3 neutral samples to the blue low basket. Those each count for 4 as they attempt to put another one. It'll go in, not quite, but it'll go into their net zone, which does still count for 2 points, but they want to go for the 4 points instead. Their alliance partner, Autonomous Prime, already with 3 blue specimens on the blue high chamber. Those are each worth 10 points. And here comes another specimen from their human player station. It's about to come in. Here it goes. Well, there it is. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 blue specimens on blue high chamber. And there's another one, their alliance ball, with 35 seconds to go. So far, with those high chambers, it's 71-31 for the Blue Alliance. Now in the end game period, teams are going to start thinking about what they want to do to conclude this match. So far, we have Autonomous Prime thinking about putting another blue specimen on that blue high chamber. There's another one, and now here we see teams in their respective ascent zones getting their climbs. Teams going to the low rung, teams going to the high rung. One robot with a level 2 ascent, presumably. Others looking for a similar attempt. With 3 seconds to go, that is the match time. And as long as robots are off the ground for 3 seconds, which is approximately after the end of the buzzer, it should count for an ascent. And we'll have your referees decide if they actually ascended off of the ground. Our first match results are in, and it's for qualification match number 1. The yellow sample says it goes to the Blue Alliance. 99-38 for the Blue Alliance, as they'll work to climb up the league rankings, which is the Tesla Interleague. I don't see any teams queued up for qualification match number 2, so if you participate in the second qualification match, actually, all right, there we go, 2 blue, 2 red. All right, let's go. All right, qualification match number 2 is ready to begin with 4 robots on the field. Let's introduce these teams. Starting once again on the red lines, we have 11138, sponsored by the Microsoft Corporation and the Boeing Company. They're a family community team from Bellevue since 2016. It's Robo Eclipse. They're joined by their alliance partner, 18282, family community team from Redmond, Washington since 2020. Please welcome Wires to Spark. Over on the Blue Alliance side of the field, we have 13648. They're from Cedar Crest High School in Duval since 2017. It's Jankbot. And finally, they're joined by your I don't know what year it is. It's 21229, sponsored by Microsoft, Google, Apple, and T-Mobile. They're a family community team from Bellevue, Washington since 2022. It's Quality Control. All right, qualification match number 2 ready to begin in 3, 2, 1, go! Early in practice match number 2, we saw incredible autos from all these teams, notably from Quality Control and Robo Eclipse. As we see, we're going to see 3 samples or specimens by both of them. Quality Control already with 2 blue samples, coming in with 3 and possibly 4. Robo Eclipse coming in with, so far, that looks like 4 neutral specimens, samples on that red high basket, coming in with a 5th one. Quality Control parked.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
Everything happened so fast, I couldn't get every words of my thoughts out. But now in the driver control period, we saw a very high score in the practice match. We're going to see another very high score in this actual qualification match. So far, with only 15 seconds into the teleoperated period, we're almost at 100 points. Quality Control, they look like they have a stuck yellow sample. And until they can get that out, they can't get any more, but it's unstuck now to bank those two yellow samples to the blue high basket. Over on the red lines, that red basket is already filling up from both of those red lights robots. They're grabbing samples from the middle of the field, the submersible, and they're just chucking it into the red tight basket. Quality Control doing the same thing for the blue high basket. Their alliance partner going after the red lights robots. They want to slow down their cycles, as currently they're leading by 155 to 125 with 1 minute to go. Red lights high basket continuing to fill up. I don't know if we've seen one of these before. This is actually my first time I've seen that red high basket filling up. I don't know if they have to switch to low basket. I don't know how they can continue to score. Maybe we'll see it go up to the roof with 40 seconds to go. Quality Control trying to fill up that blue high basket, but it's nothing close to the speed of the Red Lions. They already have they're on top of the red high basket. End game period, 179 to 149 for the Red Alliance. They're going to start thinking about the climb, but that's not in their minds. They're thinking about keep scoring those samples into the high baskets. Quality Control trying to get up. Their alliance partner, Jankbot, going for the high run climb for the level 2 ascent. Quality Control continuing to bank samples into the blue high basket. Red Lions is done with their basket cycles. They're going to try to get on the climb, but with 1 second to go, was that in time? We're not quite sure. We see 2 robots on the level 2 ascent, and 2 of them parked in their ascent zone. Your referees will have to decide what counted and what didn't. There's a 15-point difference. We saw an incredibly high-scoring match there, and this yellow sample contains those results in its metadata. It goes to the Blue Alliance! 225 to 207 for the Blue Alliance. A change from the raw match results as it goes to the Blue Alliance for Quality Control and their alliance partner, Jankbot. And I think that might be the highest score in FTC Washington, unless I'm wrong. I've been monitoring the Discord, I swear. 225 is the event high score. That also might be the FTC WA high score. And we'll come back with qualification match number 3. Okay. So the Spencer League meet, they had their high score held by Emerald Bots at 244. So 244 is your score to beat if you want to be the top scorer at FTC Washington. So with that in mind, let's begin introducing your teams for qualification match number 3. We're going to start on the Red Lions. It's 23305. They're a family community team from Bellevue, Washington. Since 2023, it's Creative Minds. And they're enthusiastically joined by their alliance partner, 9330, sponsored by the Boeing Company. From Arlington High School since 2014, it's Neobots 1. Over on the Blue Line side of the field, it's 25531, family community team from Mercer Island. Since 2024, it's Lo-Fi. And finally, 7760, Cedar Crest High School in Duval. Since 2013, it's Mishap. All right, let's begin this match. Drivers ready to begin in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, one of the blue robots Mishap with an attempt on the blue specimen into the blue load chamber. It may have overreached, not sure how it got back. Over on the red lanes, Creative Minds with already, or one of the red robots with a red specimen on that red high chamber. Blue robots no longer in motion. Mishap parked in there. I forgot what it's called. I need to go look at the game manual, but with 3 seconds go, that will be your auto.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
I had a weekend break, so I didn't call an FTC match for like not more than 2 weekends. So I need to look at the game and see what these zones are called. I know there's a white zone, there's a net zone, that might be a community zone, but that might be from FRC. So far, some robots looking to score. One of the red robots, Creative Minds, with a red specimen onto the red high chamber. They're going to clip it from under and let it settle into the dust for 10 points. Blue robot, Creative Minds, there's a neutral sample on the spike mark. They're looking to score it somewhere. They're in line right behind their alliance partner, Mishap, who mishaps that yellow sample to the net zone, intending for possibly one of the baskets. And Lo-Fi will put that neutral sample into the blue low basket. It will count for 4 points. Mishap looking for something into their blue community zone. I don't actually know if it's called the blue community zone. It's called one of them. But Lo-Fi coming in with another neutral sample into that blue low basket. And their alliance partner, 7716 Mishap. What do they have? Not quite sure. Red Lions already with three red specimens onto the red high chamber. Their alliance looking for more. Creative Minds, there's a red specimen on the field perimeter wall. Can they pick it up? They seem to be having quite a bit of trouble as the end game whistle sounds. 91-46 for the Red Alliance, courtesy of that basket filling up and their chamber. A little bit of commotion over the blue side as one of the robots get on the climb. That is Lo-Fi on the level 2 ascent, presumably. Their alliance partner Mishap also joining on the climb for a level 2 ascent. Red Lions will begin thinking about getting on the climb. There is Neobots getting on the climb. Creative Minds parking their zone, and that is your match time. Referee is going to review the results of the match, and I need to figure out what that human player zone is called. qualification match number 3 results are in. It will go to the Red Alliance. They'll take home those 2 ranking points. It's 123 to 81 for the Red Alliance. And that does it for qualification match number 3. Per game manual T207, for a team playing back-to-back matches, we have a 5-minute break. T207, we're on a 5-minute break. So, but please come onto the field before that 5-minute timer ends. One-minute warning, if you're queuing up for qualification match number 4, please come onto the field. 1 minute, if you're in for qualification match number 4, please come onto the field. All right. Yeah. All right. So with Autonomous Prime now coming onto the field, we have all 4 robots on the field, and now we're ready to begin introducing your teams for qualification match number 4. We're going to start on the red lights as per usual. We're going to start by introducing and welcoming back 9330. Welcome back, Neobots 1. And they're joined by their alliance partner who just came onto the field. Welcome, 7759 Autonomous Prime. Over on the blue side of the field, we're going to start off with 11138 Robo Eclipse. And finally, they're also with 23305 Creative Minds. Qualification match number 4 ready to begin in 3, 2, 1, go! Right on the sound of the go. Basket, basket, basket. That seems to be a theme so far with the first 3 matches. Teams filling up their baskets. Robo Eclipse filling up the blue high basket with 2 neutral specimens so far. Here comes the third one. That one's in. It counts for 8. Red Alliance, Neobots 1 also going after that red high basket. So far with 1 neutral sample. And blue robot, Robo Eclipse, is going to go for the level 1 ascent.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
Level 1 ascent indeed for Robo Eclipse. It counts for... I forgot. I need to look at the game manual again. I have not called FTC for 1 weekend, so I forgot the entire game manual. So far with 1 minute 45, already Blue Alliance with 75 points as opposed to Red Alliance 20 with some number with, what's that, 6 samples into the blue high basket. Red Alliance looking to do the same thing so far. That is 2, maybe 3. And with 1 minute 25 to go, Blue Alliance robot Creative Minds already with 1 blue specimen on the blue high chamber. Here comes the second one coming in. They're going to go back to their observation zone because there's another blue specimen loaded up for them, and they're going to score that one for another 10 points. Red Alliance all doing the same thing, already with 2 red specimens, now 3. There it goes for 10. That's courtesy of Red Robot Autonomous Prime. That's 7759. 55 seconds go. Blue Alliance has grown up to 137. Red Alliance trying to catch up with 80. And as the baskets are filling up, notably Robo Eclipse continuing to fill up this blue high basket over here. Neobots doing the same thing. They're also trying to fill up their red high basket. So far, they're now at 5 in the red high basket. Blue with 11, the blue high basket. As the end game whistle sounds, Blue Alliance going to 153. Red now with 98. Teams are going to start thinking about the climb. Red Alliance miraculously with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red specimens on the red high chamber. Blue Robot Creative Minds looking to do the same thing with 1, 2, 3, 4 blue specimens of the blue high chamber. With 10 seconds go, robots trying to make their final scoring efforts. Can Creative Minds get that final blue specimen? Will they be able to get it? Can they get it? Not quite, with not enough time. The buzzer sounds and drivers have to set their controllers down. Qualification match number 4 results are in. This match with the yellow sample goes to the Blue Alliance. 185 to 120 for the Blue Alliance. Robo Eclipse now in second in the overall Tesla Interleague, with those 2 ranking points contributing to their Tesla Interleague rankings. That will do it for qualification match number 4. And now robots for qualification match number 5 are going to come onto the field. After the field's reset, of course. Does this look like all 4 robots? Okay, this is qualification match number 5. It looks like all 4 robots are loaded onto the field, and we're going to begin introducing our teams. All right, now that I remembered the year and I have FTC.events open up, we're going to begin introducing your 22-23 World Champions, winner of West Coast Invitational, and the last state championship. It's 21-29, the Quality Control. And joining that once World Championship and West Coast Invitational winner, it's 18-2-82, Wires 2 Spark. On the Blue Alliance side of the field, we have 77-60, Mishap. Ow. And alongside them, it's 18-693, 4H Botsmith. Cool. All right, head referee has given the thumbs up for qualification at match number 5. Let's begin in 3, 2, 1, go! Quality Control with their signature, put a red specimen on the red height chamber. They're going to come back with a second one as they push the red samples and the spike marks over to the observation zone. Now coming in with the second red specimen of the red height chamber. Blue Alliance robots, it looks like they all had to A-stop their robots, with 2 robots not in motion. Red Alliance scoring it to the low basket, and red high chamber, there's 4, and here comes bang.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
Drivers taking the controls. Blue robots back in motion finally after some collision during autonomous. I didn't catch it, but we're going to begin these remaining 1 minute and 50 seconds of driver control. Mishaply putting those blue samples from the spike marks over to the observation zone. Those will be for later use in scoring samples as a courtesy of their human player. I see a yellow specimen, which is pretty interesting. It's the most interesting I've seen all day, actually the past 3 weekends so far, but we're going to continue with a 125-11 lead for the Red Alliance. Quality control, 6 red specimens on the red high chamber. In total, that adds up to 60. And they're also filling up that red high basket. It's about to fill up. We haven't seen it overflow quite yet, and I'll be darned if I see that a basket overflow. 1 minute to go. Red Line's growing up to 167, 175 now with blue at 19, where they're working to work on their scoring, and it's going to be a runaway. Quality control continuing to collect those samples. They're trying to overflow that red high basket. Each of those count for 9. So far, there's 9 in that red high basket. It's going to become 10. Quality control coming in with another specimen in that red high chamber as the game whistle sounds. Stuff is happening. One of the blue robots wires to Spark with a blue sample. They're looking to do something with it. As we see a line neatly lined up 5 samples in the blue observation zone. With 10 seconds to go, Red Lions with 233 points so far. We might see a Washington State record right here. 241. I forgot the number set with 1 second to go. Red Lions on the level 2 climb from Wires to Spark. Quality control parked for 3. Referees will need to discuss the results of that match. We might have a new state high score. The current state high score is set by Droid Force and Emerald Bots at 244. Will there be a new high score? Let's see it. The match goes to the Red Lions, and it's 264! 264 from both the efforts of Wires to Spark and Quality Control, setting the new state record by an additional 20 points of 264, taking out the penalties. You have 259. Incredible high score. Spencer League meet, now Bardeen League meet 2. 264 to 74, and that'll do it for qualification match number 5. Okay, so an update on the schedule. So we're going to play qualification match number 6, and after number 6, we'll be headed to lunch. So if you're hungry, we're almost there. One, two, three, 4 robots loaded onto the field for qualification match number 6. As your field reset team works to get each field ready for, one field ready for each qualification match, we're going to begin introducing your teams before we head to lunch. As usual, we're going to start on the Red Alliance. We got 13648. It's Jankbot. And they're joined by 11138. Please welcome Robo Eclipse. On the blue line side of the field, they have 25-531, it's Lo-Fi. And we're almost ready to begin, but we got 22-152, it's Smelt. Ready to begin qualification match number C on the signal of the FTAs and head referees. This match begins in 3, 2, 1, go! The baskets have been a pattern we've seen so far at Bardeen League 2. Already 5, now 6 matches in, already with those 2 neutral samples, courtesy of Red Robot Robo Eclipse. They're going to come in with a 4th one with 15 seconds go. There's another one at the spike bar. Will they get it? Already with 4 neutral samples. They're going to come over to the red spike bar. It misses, and they're going to put an imaginary sample in there.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
We haven't seen a match where the basket overflowed. Will we see it today? Well, we got World War I qualification match 6 out of 17, so hopefully we get to see that happen. So far, starting off with a blue specimen on the blue high chamber, 1 red robot not in motion. That is Jankbot. They're currently not in motion. Referees might be having a discussion about that later today if there may be a need. So the Red Lions will be working on a disadvantage. So far, they have a score advantage of 80-21. Blue Alliance with the power play. Can they close the gap? They have 80 seconds to do so if they want to flip the teeter-tot. Red High Basket already with 7 samples, courtesy of Robo Eclipse. They want to continue filling up that basket. Blue Alliance already with 1, 2, 3, 4 blue specimens loaded up in their observation zone. Only with 1 blue specimen on the blue high chamber, will any of the blue robots look after them? So far, it's 96-29 for the 104 for the Red Alliance. They're continuing to fill up that red basket. It's nearly full, but even if it's full, it can overfull. 40 seconds go. One of the blue robots, they're looking for a sample. They can't quite get a sample. There's no sample to find, but as we hear the end game whistle, teams are going to have to think about getting on the climb. Red Lions, it's Robo Eclipse. They're just going to continue putting samples to the high basket. Blue Alliance robots trying to get on the climb, but with the disabled robot, Smelt has to go all the way around the submersible to get on the climb. With 10 seconds go, 1 blue robot on the level 2 ascent. That's from Lo-Fi. Smelt trying to do the same thing. It looks like they snapped their climbing mechanism, and with 2 seconds go, that is your match time. Referees with numerous things to discuss on their checklist will have to see what those match scores are. And then after qualification match number 6, we'll be on a, I believe, 30-minute lunch break. Match 6 scores are in. I don't know why I saw 5 minutes and 5 seconds. Yellow sample continues the match results for 6. Red Lions will take that. 150-77. One of the red robots, that is Robo Eclipse, moving up to first. Moving up to first and the Tesla in your leagues. 30 minutes. All right, so qualification match number 6 has concluded. We are now on a 30-minute lunch break. So 30-minute lunch break, fill up your tummies. We'll be back in 30 minutes and round it up later. So feed your tummies, eat what you like. Lunch ends at 12:30, which is in 4 minutes. So if you're in for qualification match number 7, come onto the field. The queuer's coming after you. Lunch ends at 12:30, which is in 4 minutes. So if you're participating in qual 7, come to the field. The queuer's coming after you. All right, qualification match number 7 is going to begin in 40 seconds. So if you're not on the field, we're going to begin it without you anyways. So come onto the field, 18,693, 9330, 13,648, and 23,305. Come onto the field if you want your ranking points. Thirteen six 648, please make your way to the field. 648, Jankbot, you're in qualification match number 7. All right, everyone, welcome back to your lunch break. I hope your tummies are full. What did you eat for lunch? Pizza? I heard pizza. What was that? Protein sandwich? Burrito? All right. So a lot of good food we ate today. And I guess we're ready to begin qualification match number 7. So let's see who these teams are. Starting with 18693, they're sponsored by the Boeing Company, Microsoft, Washington State University, and Snohomish County Parks and Recreation. They're with 4-H from Snohomish since 2020. It's 4-H Botsmith. They're joined by 9330, sponsored by the Boeing Company. They're from Arlington High School since 2014. It's Neobots 1. Over on the blue lines, we have 1648. They're from Cedar Crest High School in Duval since 2017. It's Jankbot. And finally, it's 23305, family community team from Bellevue, Washington since 23. It's Creative Minds. All right, the thumbs up has been up for a while, so let's begin this match in 3, 2, 1, go! Drivers and volunteers are well fed. Robots are still hungry for samples. We just got off our lunch break. Lamar is going on the lunch break. So if you're watching from the Lamar League, welcome to the Bardeen League. We had an exciting match with a high score of 264. So far with 10 seconds to go in these 30 seconds of pre-programmed robot instructions, I haven't seen any sample specimen yet. We're scoring imaginary game pieces. We are scoring imaginary game pieces.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
Again, we welcome those from the Lamar League who just got off their lunch break. Welcome to the Bardeen League. This is the Bardeen League. We got 1 minute 50 seconds of robot driver control. So far, we're looking for samples and other game pieces overall to be scored. Currently nothing in sight. So far, a neutral sample into the red high basket. That one does count for 8 points as we continue to search for additional scoring. So far, 2 neutral samples in the blue net zone. It counts for 2 points each. So does a third one and a fourth one. This is coming from a courtesy of 13648 Jankbot. Now 5 in the blue net zone. That all adds up to 10. 1 minute 15. It is a 27-13 lead for the Red Alliance. And one of the red robots, it might be Neobots 1. It is currently with 4 samples in the red high basket. Those each count for 8 points. Blue Alliance robot, kind of limping with their arm. They attempted to hold on to a blue specimen. That is from Creative Minds. Not able to do so. They're going to try again, going into the observation zone with a blue specimen. Currently, one of the Blue Alliance robots, it's Jankbots, doing a little bit of one-on-one defense against Neobots 1. Pushing them away from the submersible zone, slowing down their cycle times. And it seems to be working in their favor. Actually, not enough. With 30 seconds to go, we're going to hear that endgame whistle soon. 30 seconds to go. Creative Minds looking to score a blue specimen. That might be the first one, actually. And that red high basket is trying to get filled up. And what that red robot is, I believe that is Botsmith on the high rung for the level 2 ascent. Neobots parked in their observation zone. Both of the blue robots. They got 5 seconds to go. Creative Minds trying to get that last blue specimen. Can they get it? Not enough time. But it does clip after the buzzer begins to sound. Does that count? The referees will have to decide if it does count. And I saw a robot fall down to the ground. They will have to settle for a level 1 climb. And if you're joining us from the Lamar League, who just got off their lunch break, welcome to the Bardeen League, Lamar. We had a high score of 264, one of our early qualification matches. Oh. All right, our first match score since the lunch break for Bardeen League Meet 2. This yellow sample says goes to the Red Lions. Red Alliance takes it with 82-68 for the Red Alliance. They take home those 2 ranking points to contribute to the Tesla Interleague scores, where they go up against one of the Spencer League, I think. There we go, Spencer League. All right, so that does it for match number 7. We're going to come back with qualification match number 8 here at Bardeen League Meet 2. Eighteen 18-82, wires to Spark. You are blue number 1 for Quals 8. All right, we welcome those from the Lamar League who just got on their lunch break. This is the Bardeen League Meet 2, so those up on the balcony, welcome to Bardeen League Meet 2. This is qualification match number 8, and we're going to begin introducing our teams. Starting on the Red Alliance, it's 7760 from Cedar Crest High School in Duval since 2013. It's Mishap. And they're joined by their sibling team. It's 22152. Also from Cedar Crest High School since 2022, it's Smelt. Over on the blue line side of the field, we got 18282. It's a family community team from Redmond since 2020. It's Wires to Spark. And finally, it's 7759 from Cedar Crest High School since 2013. It's Autonomous Prime. All right, we're going to begin qualification match number 8 here at Bardeen in 3, 2, 1, go! Already, we got a red specimen on the low red chamber. That is from Mishap of the Red Alliance. And they're going to move to their observation zone to park for 3 points. All red robots no longer in motion. Blue Alliance robots still in motion. One of them from Wires to Spark already with 2 neutral samples in the blue high basket. Can they get a third one? We'll have to see. Autonomous Prime in the observation zone.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
Drivers taking control in the Bardeen League Meet number 8. They're going to begin filling up those baskets and chambers. And here is that blue specimen from Autonomous Prime. They already got 1 on the blue high chamber. They have a second one above a blue specimen. They get a third one for their observation zone. Their human player already has a 4th one loaded up. With 1 minute 35 to go, 69-19 for the Blue Alliance. Their alliance partner, Wires to Spark, already with a fifth neutral sample in their blue high basket. Those will each count for 8 points. Red Alliance working to score something, currently with 1 red specimen in the low red chamber. That counts for 6. And so far they have 2, 3, 4, 5. After the tally of the scoring referee, they have 5 samples in the red net zone for the Red Alliance. Those each count for 2 points. So far, it is 115-25 for the Blue Alliance with 55 seconds to go. Blue Alliance with another blue specimen loaded up in their observation zone. They currently have 4 blue specimens. They'll get 5 on the blue high chamber. Those each count for 10 points and are very valuable, as proven by the score of 133 for the Blue Alliance. Red Alliance continuing to score samples into their net zone. Do they have a note? They're looking to drop something up, or it might be a basket attempt. But with 30 seconds go, teams are going to try to make their final scoring efforts and maybe think about going on the climb. Autonomous Prime thinking about scoring that blue specimen on the blue high chamber, not seeing any more being loaded up, ready to go, and their Alliance partners Wires to Spark trying to fill up that blue high basket for 8 points each. Every team trying to go for the climb. Wires to Spark thinking about getting another sample. With 3 seconds go, who will get on the climb? And for the climb to count, you have to be 3 seconds off the ground. Referees will determine who is off the ground, and we have those match results coming in. Match results are in for qualification match number 8 here at Bardeen. The yellow sample says that match goes to the Blue Alliance. 181 to 45 for the Blue Alliance as they take home those 2 ranking points. Wires to Spark in 4th in the Tesla League. Their Alliance partner Autonomous Prime 5th in the Tesla League. Bardeen League is competing against the Spencer League for their rankings in the overall Tesla Interleague, which is on the December 15th, if I have my dates correctly. No, it's the 21st. All right, so that's it for qualification match number 8. Per game manual T207, we have a 5-minute break for a team playing back-to-back matches. Again, per T207, we are on a 5-minute break. So right now we have 4 minutes and 10 minutes, 4 minutes and 5 seconds to go. So use this time to think about, do you want to go to Einstein?
5-minute timeout will be ending soon. Blue Lions robots 22-152 and 93-30. Please come to the queue before the timeout ends. 1 minute to go in this timeout. Please come onto the field if you are in for Quals 9. 5 seconds remaining in this timeout. Teams in queue, please come onto the field. If you're in queue, come to the field. Welcome back from your 5-minute timeout. We welcome those from the Lamar League who are currently on their lunch break, and this is the Bardeen League Meet 2 for qualification match number 9. So let's meet your teams. Starting on your Red Lions, it's your it's your I forgot what that season was called. It's 21-29, sponsored by Microsoft, Google, Apple, and T-Mobile. They're a family community team from Bellevue since 2022. It's Quality Control. They're joined by their alliance partners. It's 25-531. They're a family community team from Mercer Island since 2024. Their first year, actually. It's Lo-Fi. Over on the Blue Lions side of the field, we have 22-152 from Cedar Crest High School in Duval since 2022. It's Smelt. And finally, they're joined by 9330. They're sponsored by the Boeing Company from Arlington High School since 2014. It's Neobots 1. We're now waiting for the signal from the FTAs and head referee to begin this match. All right, well, the thumbs up is here. So drivers, your match begins in 3, 2, 1, go! Quality Control once again with their signature put a red specimen on the red high chamber and push the samples on the red spike marks into their observation zone. Blue Lions with their Neobots 1 putting a yellow sample into the blue high basket. They're going to circle around and look for more samples to push around. Quality Control already with 3 specimens, now 4 on the red high chamber.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
Referees noticing things that happened because this is a match in FTC. 83-19 for the Red Alliance. Austin noticing some funny things. It's probably coming from me, but Quality Control with more samples into the red high basket. Those each count for 8 points. Blue Alliance doing the same thing. Neobots 1 with samples going to the blue high basket, all counting for 8 points. one of the red robots, Lo-Fi, with their arms extended out of their bot. Not quite sure what they're doing, but we're looking to see what they will do next, if they engage in defense or looking for something. Both of the Blue Alliance robots over here near the blue net zone, their blue robot Smelt pushing samples over to them, but it looks like we have a clear idea of what that red robot is doing. Lo-Fi doing a little bit of defense. Now we're tracking their arm inside of the robot to make it safer for one-on-one defense. Currently, as the score stands, 131-43, Red Lions lead with 55 seconds to go. Robots who are scoring in their baskets so far, currently looking for in the submersible zone. Lo-Fi looking to cut off access to the submersible, but they're being shuttled. But it's no problem to them as Neobots 1 are receiving samples from their alliance partner Smelt, pushing them all the way from the observation zone. Endgame whistle sounds. That red high basket is nearly full. That is courtesy of Quality Control. I forgot what that season is called. Red Robot Lo-Fi having a little bit of trouble getting on the climb. They'll have to settle for a level 1 ascent as their ratchet mechanism isn't quite working. Quality Control trying to get a last red sample in there. And Neobots 1 trying to get that last sample. Can they do it? Not enough time as the time hits 0-0-0. And we'll have your referees discuss the results of that match, and we'll have those scores published on that giant projector. Results for Qual's match 9 up on the screen. Yellow sample instead goes to the Red Alliance. 208-84. Quality Control moving up to first in the overall Tesla Interleague. They want to hold on to that as for the December 21st. Lamar League getting off their lunch break, so we'll be saying goodbye to the Lamar League as they also play the qualification matches 10 Big Macs away from us. So while your referees talk about what is a Big Mac, 4 robots are on the field, and let's see who these teams are. The referees stopped talking about Big Macs as soon as I said that. Starting on the red lines, this is calls 10. Let me make sure I get the correct match. It's 77:59, Autonomous Prime. They're joined by 23:305 with Creative Minds. They're Creative Minds. Very creative. Blue line side of the field with a lot of electrical wires. 18282. It's wires to spark. They forgot I called them. And it's 13648 Jankbot. Referee with the thumbs up to begin match number 10. I have that right. Drivers, your match begins in 3, 2, 1, go. Observation zone parks for 3 points. So that is from one of the robots that ends in 48. It's Jankbot. They'll park there for 3. Their alliance partner, Wise to Spark, putting 1, now 2 neutral samples into the blue high basket, counts for 8. One red robot currently A stopped. It's 77:59 Autonomous Prime. Currently on the A stop, their alliance partner looking to score imaginary samples.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
The Lamar League should be getting off their lunch break, so hi there. With 1 minute and 50 seconds to go, a robot, something quite happened there. Referees to look at what happened there. 13648 currently shuttling over samples to their alliance partners. 13648 is Jankbot. They're shuttling over samples to their alliance partner. 18282 Wise to Spark to put those samples to the blue high basket. Red Lions, one of the robots, Creative Minds, with a red specimen on their alliance wall in the observation zone. They're looking to score that into the red high chamber. Their alliance partners putting a sample into the red high basket. Currently, the score is tied 67 with 1 minute and 10 to go. Tied 67 until the scoring referees update their tablets. Currently, it's now 75 blue as Wise to Spark will put more samples into the blue high basket. Intensive one-on-one defense here. It's coming from Jankbot. They're going after Autonomous Prime to stop them from being able to obtain any samples from the submersible. And it seems to be working as the Blue Lions will hold on to that 91 lead as opposed to Red 77. We have 35 seconds to go. 23-305 looking to score that red specimen on the red high chamber. As that robot switches from playing defense to trying to score some points in the end game. 85-99 for the Blue Alliance. Red Lions catching up. Once Creative Minds gets that red specimen, it goes on for 10 points. Blue Alliance robot, for courtesy of Wise to Spark, continuing to score those samples in the blue high basket. So they'll maintain their lead with 5 seconds go. Can Wise to Spark get on the climb with 1 second to go? Are they on the climb? It looks like they're on the climb with both of their Blue Alliance robots with a level 2 ascent, presumably. Referees to tally up those scores. We'll see what those match scores are. Those match results are in. Here's the yellow sample with those match results. Blue Alliance will take that match 153 to 106. Of course, with the assessment of those climb points, the level 2 ascents are worth 15 points. They'll take home those 2 ranking points. Wires to Spark, third in the Tesla. Their alliance partner Jankbot also moving up to 5th in the Tesla Interleague. All right, this is qualification match number 11. Let me update my tablet. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 robots loaded on for qualification match number 11. I don't know anything about FTC. I just want to game announce. Hi, Austin. He's not amused. I don't know why there's a robot musing. But let's introduce our teams. Starting on the Red Alliance, they're trying to make everything perfect on their setup. It's 21 to 29 quality control. They're joined by their inspire. Please welcome 7760 Mishap. Over on the Blue Alliance, it's 11138 Robo Eclipse. And they're joined by 18693 4H Botsmith. All right, so before we get in qualification match number 11, it's a good reminder to make sure you drink a lot of water. All right, so let's begin. Not quite yet, but still, drink your water. Stay hydrated. All right, we're ready to begin this exciting 11. Your match begins in 3, 2, 1, go! And it works, as we're going to be set for an exciting qualification match. This is the autonomous period of 30 seconds of pre-programmed robot instructions. We have a lot of pre-programmed paths, pre-programmed tasks. Not sure if we have any camera vision, but we have a lot of AI. Quality control with 3 red specimens. They're going to get a 4th one. And here comes that 4th one. They each count for 10 points.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
2 minutes of driver control. We're going to have an exciting one. I'm telling you. Currently with 4 red specimens on the red high chamber. That will not be the end of it.
One of the blue robots, Robo Eclipse, I see a dangling wire behind their bot. Hopefully that doesn't cause any issues after this match, but but we're not quite sure what they're doing. They seem to be going after quality control. They're looking to slow down that defensive effort, as well as on the other side, we might be seeing one-on-one defense from both alliances. Quality control trying to fill up that red high basket. Blue Alliance robot Botsmith trying to fill up that blue high basket. And we're seeing tandem defense from both alliances. Red Alliance currently with 115 to 37 for the Red Alliance with 1 minute to go. Quality control looking for more samples to collect from the submersible. They'll put it up in the red high basket. And here comes Robo Eclipse once again trying to stop quality control from obtaining more samples from the submersible. Same effort over here near me. It's 1869. It's Botsmith. They're being stopped by Mishap. They don't want Botsmith to score that yellow sample into the blue high basket, but guess what? It goes in. As with 35 seconds to go, it's 139 to 43 for the Red Alliance. Quality control, more samples of the red high basket. Botsmith, more samples of the blue high basket. 20 seconds to go. Teams are going to think about getting on the climb. 155 to 453. Blue Alliance robots trying to coordinate their climb. Quality control trying to get some more samples into the red high basket. Their alliance partner, Mishap, on the climb. With 5 seconds to go, quality control will park, and that will be your match time.
Referees have been intensely discussing the results of that match. It goes to the Red Lions for match number 11. 181 to 46 for the Red Lion in qualification match number 11. Per game manual T207, game manual T207, we have a 5-minute break for a team playing back-to-back matches. So we have a 5-minute break for a consecutive match per T207. So think about how good the lunch you ate was. Very good. One minute remaining during timeout. All right. All right, match number 12 is scheduled in 15 seconds. So if you are Jankbot, Autonomous Prime, Neobots 1, or Quality Control, please come onto the field because your scheduled match is starting very soon. 13-6-48, 77-59, 93-30, and 21-29. Come to the field. Your scheduled match is now scheduled. Welcome back from your 5-minute timeout. I hope you had some time to think about the lunch that you ate and how it was very tasty. But now we have qualification match number 12, and we're going to begin introducing who these are. Starting on the Red Alliance, we have 13-6-48. It's Jankbot. They're joined by their alliance partner, soon starting to begin 30 seconds of pre-programmed instructions. It's 77-59 Autonomous Prime. Over on the Blue Alliance, it's 93-30 Neobots 1. And finally, they're currently ranked first in the Tesla Interleague. It's 21-29 Quality Control. All right, it's been a while since we had a match. It's been like maybe 1 hour, but now we're ready to begin qualification match number 12. I'm correct, Austin. This match begins in 3, 2, 1, go! And quality control going right against the blue high chamber and doing their signature auto of scoring that blue specimen preloaded and shuttling over some samples from the spike marks to the blue observation zone. Red Alliance Robot, that's Autonomous Prime, currently with 1 neutral sample in the high red basket. Looking to score a second one, but it seems like this time they're going to score an imaginary sample.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
2 minutes of driver control on these rip-off Xbox controllers. 13-6-48, it's Jankbot pushing those samples from the spike marks. It's snatched from quality control. It's a loss of an opportunity for them to score those samples, as now they have to spend more time collecting samples from the submersible. But here comes Jankbot again, pushing them away from the submersible. They're doing everything they can to stop quality control from being able to score. But their alliance partner, Neobots 1, with a sample in that blue high basket. 1 minute and 20 to go. It is 120 for blue and red, 27. So quality control will be continuing that. But Jankbot still targeting quality control to stop them from scoring. And here's the notes that they snatched. Quality control is getting them back. Red Alliance Robot, it's Autonomous Prime, continuing to fill up the red basket, while their alliance partners continues their one-on-one defense on the Blue Alliance. But it's no match for quality control with 136-51 for the Blue Alliance with 50 seconds to go, and a neutral specimen outside of the field. Neobots 1 coming in with the neutral sample into the blue high basket. Quality control right behind them in line for some more. Once again, Jankbot trying to stop the Blue Alliance from collecting more samples from the submersible zone. Autonomous Prime currently with 6 samples in the red high basket, looking for a 7th one. But here is that red specimen from the observation zone. It drops, so they'll have to change course of what they do. Jankbots continuing. Referees noticing some activity with 10 seconds to go. Quality Control scoring their last sample. And teams are going to think about getting the climb with 4 seconds left. Can Quality Control get on the climb? Referees to decide if any robots that wanted to get on the climb are on the climb. We'll have those match scores posted. Match results for qualification match 12 are in. Yellow sample says it goes to the Blue Alliance. 185 to 119 for the Red Alliance. Not Red Alliance, Blue Alliance. There we go. As they take on those 2 ranking points, Quality Control holding on to that first ranking in the Tesla Interleague, as well as their alliance partners Neobots in 9th for the Tesla Interleague. That's it for 12. We're going to return with qualification match number 13. All right, qualification match number 13, and all 4 robots loading onto the field. Let's see who these are. On the Red Alliance, they're one to come in hot. It's 22-152. It's Smelt. They're joined by their alliance partners. They're shooting for the skies. It's 111-38 Robo Eclipse. On the Blue Alliance side of the field, they're looking to see what they can do with their imaginations. It's 23-305 Creative Minds. And finally, they're going to come in hot. It's 18-693 for H. Botsmith. Qualification match number 13 is ready to begin. Drivers on the start in 3, 2, 1, go! Well, it looks like Smelt did their signature go to the observation zone and park for 3 points. Their alliance partners looking to fill up that red high basket with 1, 2. It's going to become 3 and 4 to that red high basket. On the blue alliance, only one blue robot in motion. It is Creative Minds, sending some blue samples over to the observation zone. Already with 1, it looks like they're going to score an imaginary specimen.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
Drivers on the control, referees noticing some things that are happening, and they'll see what to do with them. 22-152 shuttling over red samples over to the red observation zone. So will be for conversion into a red specimen for further use. Near the blue net zone, 22-152 is getting quite close to the blue side. And they're snatching notes away from Botsmith, who would have used those for scoring into the basket. And here comes their alliance partners, Creative Minds. They're looking to score into the blue high chamber with some blue specimens. Those each count for 10 points. Red basket is getting full. Red basket is getting full, and that's courtesy of Robo Eclipse. It's been a recurring theme today in the Bardeen League meet too, that these baskets are getting full, and we have yet to see it overflow, but we might see it later today. One of the red robots, it smelt, shutting over a red sample from the red observation zone as they look to collect some more from the submersible and go places. 15 seconds ago, we got 124 to 74 for the Red Alliance, as robots continue to do what they do best, score game pieces. Here's Creative Minds with their 4th blue specimen on the blue high chamber. That one counts for 10 with some commotion over there in the blue ascent zone, I believe. Endgame whistle sounds. We got 30 seconds to go. Some activity over there, which is pretty interesting. 22-152 shuttling over those red samples into the net zone, each worth 2 points, but are still very valuable. Every point counts, especially when we get to eliminations in the inner leagues. 9 seconds go, 7 seconds go. Can the robots get on the climb when they want to get on the climb? Both of the red robots trying to get on the climb. Can they get on? Not quite sure, but I believe we do have a blue robot. It is Creative Minds in the park for the observation zone for 3. Referees to tally up those scores, discuss what they saw, and we'll have those match scores in. All right, we have those match scores for qualification match number 13, but first, a yellow card for 18693 4H Botsmith for violation of G422. Again, that is a yellow card for 18693 4H Botsmith for violation of G422. The scores are in once the scorekeeper pushes them, and it's contained in this yellow sample. It is a Red Alliance victory, 201-90 for the Red Alliance. They'll take home those 2 ranking points towards their Tesla Interleague rankings. Per game manual T207, we're going to go on a 5 break. So we have a 5-minute break for a consecutive match per T207. So use this 5 minutes to think about what you want to do in 10 years. Less than 1 minute remaining in this timeout, so if you're in qualification match number 14, come to the queuing tables. We're scheduled to begin qualification match number 14 right now. So if you are 18-282, 7760, 25531, and 11138, your match is scheduled to begin right now. So come to the queuing tables and actually come to the field. All right, qualification match number 14. We're almost there with 4 more matches to go. Just as a reminder, this is League Meet 2, so you play 6 matches here, and at League Meet 1 you played 6 matches. For your interleague rankings, only your 10 best matches count, or if you're a college kid like me, 2 of your worst exams get dropped. So now that we got that out of the way, let's begin your introductions for Q14. Starting on your red lines, it's 18-282. Welcome back, Wires to Spark. They're joined by their alliance partner looking for a great match. It's 7760 Mishap. On the blue alliance side of the field, they're looking to have a lively one. It's 25-531 Lo-Fi. And finally, shooting for the stars, it's 11-138 Robo Eclipse. All right, we're ready to begin Q14. Drivers, on 3, 2, 1, go! There's a lot of numbers, especially with 1 neutral sample in the blue high basket. Now 2 coming from Robo Eclipse. So does on the red lanes from Wires to Spark. 1, now 2 in the red high basket. Here comes a third one in the blue high basket. And they're just gonna come in with a 5th one. With 8 seconds to go, it is 16:35 for the blue alliance. Oh, there's gonna be another sample in the red high basket. Look at that.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
2 minutes of driver control. Here is 25. It's Lo-Fi. They're looking to score that neutral sample in the low blue basket, counting for 4 points actually, and another one from Robo Eclipse for 8 in the high blue basket. Oh, here comes Mishap with the one-on-one defense on the blue alliance as they have the 20-point lead, 15-point lead of 83-67. Red Lions looking to close that gap, but the blue Lions trying to get away. But Mishap is on the defense, going after the blue robots to slow down their scoring efforts. Another blue sample in the low blue basket from Lo-Fi. It counts for 4. Red Lights robot Wires to Spark looking to fill up that red high basket, each counting for 8 points. The blue Lions is gaining the lead, currently at a 30-point lead with 1 minute to go. That lead has shrunk to 20 points as the Red Lights robot Wires to Spark continues to score those samples in the red high basket. Everything happening here. Mishap still in the blue alliance area, currently not in motion. They are in motion, so they'll be going back to their defensive efforts with 126-91 for the blue alliance and 40 seconds to go. Robots continuing their cycles of filling up their baskets, a common theme we've seen at the Bardeen League Meet 2 today. As we hear that sick guitar riff, it's a train whistle because it's 30 seconds go. Red Lions trying to close that gap, 115, 134, Blue Alliance, 20 seconds to go. Robots trying to complete their last scoring efforts and secure their leads. Wires to Spark trying to get that last yellow sample into the red high basket. 10 seconds go. one of the robots on the climb. It is Lo-Fi, and their alliance partner is Robot Eclipse, looking to park in their observation zone for 3, and that will be your match time. As long as the robots are off the ground for 3 seconds, it will count for an ascent. Looks like those are level 2 ascents. Referees will have to decide if it is. All right, the scores for Q14 are in. The yellow sample says this match goes to the Blue Alliance. 168 to 153. It is a 15-point difference. A competitive match indeed, as the Blue Alliance take home those 2 ranking points and try to climb up in the Testliner League rankings. Per game manual T207, we're on a 5-minute break for a team playing consecutive matches. So 5-minute break for consecutive match per T207. So use this time to think about what you want to do in 15 years. less than a minute to go in this field timeout. If you're 9330, 13648, 18693, or 18282, you're in qualification match number 15, so come to the field. All right, we now have all 4 robots on the field, so now we're at the point where teams are playing their final league meet match, their final of the 12 league matches they play. You can only improve on from here. If you don't do quite well, it gets dropped anyways, so let's have a good time. Let's start by introducing your teams on the Red Lions. Starting with 9330, sponsored by the Boeing Company from Arlington High School since 2014, it's Neobots 1. They're joined by their alliance partner, 13648, from Cedar Crest High School in Duval since 2017, it's Jankbot. Over on the Blue Alliance side of the field, we have 18693, sponsored by the Boeing Company, Microsoft, Washington State University, and Snohomish County Parks and Recreation. They're with 4H from Snohomish since 2020, it's 4H Botsmith. And finally, it's 18282, family community team from Redmond since 2020. It's Virus 2 Spark. Head referee says we're ready to begin this match. So it's Q15. It will begin in 3, 2, 1, go. Robots going to their respective corners. All 4 robots in each of the 1 corners. 1 samples in each of the colored baskets. Those each count for 8. And here's one of the blue robots. I can't see the number because they're not required to be in all 2. And they have a stuck yellow sample in there inside of the robot, so the referees will be taking attention to that later.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
Coming out of the autonomous period, now under driver control, here is Red Robot, starting with the number 13. It's Jankbot. They're going to do what they've done before, stealing those samples away from the opposing alliance. I think I saw 9330 collect a sample. It might be the wrong one because I'm not sure if they can score with that. With 1 minute 30 to go, anything can happen. And here's something that's happening. Jankbot's trying to steal all those notes. Not notes. Those are samples. Referees taking notes of the happenings on the field where everything's happening. Here's Neobots 1. They're going after one of those blue robots, playing intensive defense. That's against Botsmith. Neobots trying to slow down their scoring cycles. And indeed, we have a defensive match here of 29-35 for the Blue Alliance with 1 minute to go. Currently 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 samples in the red net zone. Those each count for 2 points. So far, robots are getting in the way of each other from the defense that we see from Jankbot and one of the blue robots. It's from both alliances. 41, Red Lions takes the lead with 41-35. They tip the scale in their favor, courtesy of the defensive efforts of Jankbot. As we hear the train whistle sound, 30 seconds go. We finally hear another sample scored into the blue high basket. They take back the lead of 66-41, having the scoring referee entering those scores and tallies. 15 seconds go. Which robots are going to get on the climb? Neobots parked. Jankbots on the level 2 ascent. Both of the blue robots trying to get on the level 2 ascent. As the drivers put their controllers down, it is 3, 2, 1. That's the match time. Referees to tally up those scores and see what happened in that match. I saw a lot of things happen in that match, and we'll have to let them give them time. All right. All right. Well, something happened. Head referee with an issuance of a yellow card to 18282 Wires to Spark for violation of G410, simultaneous control of 3 samples. Again, that's a yellow card for 18282 Wires to Spark for violation of G410, simultaneous control of 3 or more samples. Scorekeeper will now publish those scores when it is ready. And that match goes to the Blue Alliance. 74-64 for the Blue Alliance. They take home those 2 ranking points to contribute to their Tesla Interleague rankings. And we'll have 2 more qualification matches for today. All right, penultimate match of the day. It's qualification match number 16. 4 robots loaded onto the field. This is going to be their last league meet match before they head off to the Tesla Interleague on the 21st of December, which is somehow, that's 35 days. That's 5 weeks. So we start by introducing your Red Lions teams. We have 23305, they're a family community team from Bellevue since 2023. It's Creative Minds. They're joined by their alliance partner, 25531. They're a family community team from Mercer Island. In their first year, it's Lo-Fi. Over on the blue line side of the field, we have 7759 from Cedar Crest High School in Duval since 2013. It's Autonomous Prime. And finally, they've done many great things. 21229, sponsored by Microsoft, Google, Apple, and T-Mobile, a family community team from Bellevue since 2022. It's Quality Control. All right, qualification match number 16, penultimate match of the day will begin in 3, 2, 1, go! Our penultimate match of the day of Bardeen League Meet 2, 7759, that is Autonomous Prime, dropping a sample intended for the blue high basket, goes into the net zone instead. But here's attempt number 2. That does go in, so we have an 8-pointer and a 2-pointer in the blue area. Their alliance partner, Quality Control, going for their signature. Score 4 specimens on the high chamber. This will include 5 seconds remaining of the pre-programmed period.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
2 more minutes of driver control. Robots will be looking and are hungry for the samples in this water game. 7759 Thomas Prime, they're looking for a sample to collect, but they are having a little bit of trouble with the intake system they have, but they do have a blue sample. They're going to drop it off over to the observation zone for conversion to a specimen. We'll see Quality Control later use that specimen for scoring, as we see Autonomous Prime taking that sample into the observation zone. But actually, it's Autonomous Prime who takes that specimen over to the blue high chamber, and that one scores for 10. 23305 with some red samples to the red observation zone. They're looking to pick up that red specimen and score into the red high chamber. There's currently 2 on there. They're looking to score their third one. But as the score scans, it is 146 to 41 for the Blue Alliance with 1 minute to go. I see 3, 4, 5, 6 blue specimens on the blue high chamber. Those each count for 10 points with 15 seconds to go. It is insurmountable of how those specimens contribute to a high score. I see tape on a robot. That tape came off of Quality Control, so I'm not sure where the triangle is to show that the net zone exists. But we'll have to see what the referees say about that. With 30 seconds to go, 198 to 51 for the Blue Alliance with 25 seconds to go. Teams to begin thinking about the climb or think about scoring their last game pieces. Autonomous Prime with their last blue high specimen on the blue high chamber. And Creative Minds with their last red specimen on the red high chamber. Each for 10 points each with 8 seconds to go. They park in their observation zones. Quality Control trying to get off the ground on the high bar.
Are they off the ground? 3-second period. Referees to decide if it is a level to ascent. Match scores for Q16 are in. This yellow sample says that match goes to the Blue Alliance. 244 to 95, and that ties the second highest score in Washington State. Quality Control earlier set the record for 264, and they matched the second highest ranking for 244 set by Emerald Bot. So this is awesome. All right, we have one more match later today, actually in like 5 minutes. All right. Final qualification match of this league meet two, and overall final qualification for the Bardeen League. Every team will have played 12 qualification matches. The 10 best of them will count towards the Tesla Interleague, which you will be playing in 35 days on the 21st of December in Sammamish. And there are going to be great judges who want to know the great things you do. So my advice for Tesla Interleague is the judges want to know your robot. So let's introduce your teams for Q17. It's going to be on the Red Alliance. We have 7760 from Cedar Crest High School in Duval since 2013. It's Mishap. And they're joined by their alliance partner, 9330, sponsored by the Boeing Company from Arlington High School since 2014. It's Neobots 1. Over on the Blue Alliance, it's 22152 from Cedar Crest High School since 2022. It's Smelt. And finally, 13648, also from Cedar Crest High School since 2017. It's Jankbot. All right, let's begin the final qualification match of the day. I need everyone to help me because I do not have a voice anymore. So I need you to help me say 3, 2, 1, go. Okay? You got that? Audience? Everyone? People up there? Help me say 3, 2, 1, go. All right, ready? All right, drivers, your match begins in 3, 2, 1, go. Final qualification match of the Bardeen League. Every team is looking to score high for the Tesla Interleague. 20 seconds left in the autonomous period. Seeing a lot of things. Each match begins with 30 seconds of pre-programmed robot instructions consisted of pre-programmed pass,
pre-programmed instructions, any camera vision, and AI. So far, we're seeing a lot of AI capabilities where a very robot is in the corners. With that, will be autonomous.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
2 minutes remaining of driver control to end the Bardeen League. Neobots looking to send all those yellow samples to the red basket. And their alliance partner looking to use those specimens to be scored onto the red chambers. Blue Alliance with 3 samples so far in the blue net zone. Welcome back, Blue Tape, to the field. We saw it get ripped off last time. It's back to in this match. And so far you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 samples in the blue net zone. Those each count for 2. As the Blue Alliance will push all those samples to their blue observation zones. So far there's like 1, 2, 3, 4. And here comes another sample, courtesy of Jankbot. Continuing to push the samples. There's like 4, 8. And here comes the 9th one from Smelt. It just seems to work. 25-23 for the Red Alliance with 1 minute to go. A close match indeed. Something happening over there. We have 13-6-48. It's Jankbot. Over near the red chamber. They're currently not in motion. They're having trouble getting in motion. But they should be operating just fine right next to Mishap. With 50 seconds to go. Score has been relatively unchanged. A 4-point difference. 4-point lead for the Blue Alliance. Jankbot still trying to get in the way of the Red Alliance scoring effort. But it's no match for the Red Alliance as they're 41-29 with 30 seconds to go. Teams are beginning to make their final scoring efforts or think about getting on the climb. Mishap going for those red specimens on the low red chamber, each counting for 6 points. Their alliance partner, Neobots 1, continuing to score their final samples to the red high basket. But with 10 seconds to go, 63-29 for the Red Alliance. Can every team get on the climb? Teams making their final scoring efforts. And that will be the match time. Bardeen League Meet 2 ends. Once these scores are posted, the yellow sample says goes to the Red Alliance. 91-49 for the Red Alliance as they take on those 2 ranking points to contribute to their Tesla Interleague rankings. And that's a wrap to the Bardeen League overall. Those league rankings are not finalized. The Spencer League still has to play their League Meet 2 on the 24th of November. And the next time you play, it will be on the 21st of December in Sammamish for the Tesla Interleague. And I hope I see you there. I also might not see you there. There's a Kevin at the Tesla Interleague who might say, come in, Kevin. But when I keep saying Kevin, Kevin, there's a lot of confusion. So clean up after yourselves. Make sure the trash around you is clear. And I hope to see you at the Tesla Interleague on the 21st. Waba.